Hello and welcome to App Judgment, your source for all things mobile news and reviews. I'm David Prager, and joining us here today from the back end of the Revision 3 website, Ryan Labarre, who's also a web app magician and, more importantly, a huge auto fan and racer. Tell us more about that side of you.
I am. Thanks for having me. So I've been doing road racing now for a few years in my Mazda, gone to Laguna Seca, Thunder Hill, Cal Speedway, all the big tracks here in California. Also do a bunch of autocross, done that for a long time. Also a huge fan of console gaming, Forza, Gran Turismo, all that.
Awesome. So that was the perfect opportunity to have Ryan on to talk about two brand new games that just released for iOS, Asphalt 7 and CSR Racing. Let's start with the more simple of the two in my mind, which is CSR. Tell us about that.
It's definitely more simple, more straightforward. It's a drag racing game, so you don't have to steer. You're just going, quarter mile at a time, living your life like Vin Diesel. Just press the gas, get your shift points right. It's all about timing, being very precise, learning the power band of the car. It's fairly realistic in all those aspects, actually, which is great.
That's awesome. Yeah. So one of the things that popped out to me first and foremost was the amazing, incredible graphics of the game. How important for you is that element aside, in addition to the mechanics? Or how much of a bonus was it?
Yeah, the graphics were amazing in this game. The car models are beautiful. It really does pull you in, makes you enjoy playing it more. I think it was huge value add.
Yeah. So it's a free game, and it seems like a no-brainer to get. What are the drawbacks? Clearly free is not.
Yeah, the biggest drawbacks for me were the lack of realistic power levels for the car and weight levels. They just kind of do the lame, on a scale of 1 to 8, you get +4 power with this upgrade, or -2 weight. I would have liked to see something more like the Gran Turismo Forza, real torque and power curves and actual weight numbers and things like that.
So maybe that's a feature they can add in a future version, as well as before we started the show, you and I both agreed that it might be fun to have some additional angles other than the side view of the drag race.
Yeah, the side view is fine because you can see your opponent there all the time, but I personally prefer the in-car view, and then it'd be nice to be able to kind of slide and look to your side as you're racing or something.
Cool. So let's move on to Asphalt 7, which in my mind is a full-featured arcade race game.
Huge game.
So how's that game function, and what are your thoughts on it?
It's another beautiful game. The environments are crazy. I really couldn't believe that this was all being done on an iPad. This is, I haven't played that many games on an iPad, but this really did blow me away how good the graphics were. And
so this is a game where you've got a racetrack and you're running so many laps, either against real human opponents or artificial intelligence opponents, and you have to steer by tilting the device?
Yeah, so you use the gyroscope and you can steer side to side. There's also an option to put buttons for the pedals on that one. It was a little awkward at first, but you get used to it, and I actually did like that control mechanism.
Cool, and then so you basically, I thought it was neat that I guess you've got your brakes on the left and the nitrous on the right.
Yeah.
And when you go into turns, the sharp turns, you gotta basically drift around.
You're really going all over the place with it.
So what I liked and didn't like, because it's just the nature of the beast, is playing it on an iPhone. There's so much going on. You're going so fast. I wanted to sit on my couch and play this game.
It really is a tablet game at the minimum. I think the phone screen is too small for it.
Right on.
But it is a great game.
This game is 99 cents. I think it packs, it's a beast of a game. It's amazing. It's totally worth it. They want to sell in-app purchases for, buying all these upgrades that are way expensive and stupid, I think, but it's still worth it. And the other thing is they want you to share every single thing you do.
That's the biggest con for me too, is all the integration of trying to get you to share every action on Facebook. Big continue to Facebook. Little tiny no thanks.
Yeah. So as a new iOS user, at least as far as for gaming and on an iPad, you recommend both of these games?
Definitely recommend them both.
Cool. So thanks again for watching. Tell us what you think about these games. You can email us at appjudgment@revision3.com. And I'm David Prager. This is Ryan Labarre, and we'll see you next time.